Hey folks, it is Thursday, February 12th, 2026. You're listening to the Daily Ledger Show, and I am your host, Dennis Search. Great to be here with you today. We got some good stories we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about Anthropic raises $30 billion in Series G. OpenAI disbands mission team. So that's kind of crazy. XAI lays out interplanetary ambitions in public all hands. All right. OpenAI disbands mission alignment team. That's wild. Instagram chief says social media is not clinically addictive in landmark trial. We'll see about that. Uber Eats launches AI assistant to help with grocery cart creation. Patent for Apple's new earbuds will allow them to read your brain waves without consent. It's a little spicy. And then we got a fun one at the very end that I'm going to keep unnamed. Let's just dive into it right here. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow if you're on Instagram, TikTok, share with your friends, helps the show, and give it some love. Anthropic raises $30 billion in Series G funding at $380 billion post-money valuation. Yeah, I mean, they're just like essentially almost printing money. It's just like investors are throwing money at them. 30 billion at 380 billion post-money valuation. That's like almost 8% of the company. It's not even that. Imagine getting $30 billion and it's not even like 8% of the company. It's kind of funny, actually. Led by D.E. Shaw Ventures, Dragoneer, Founders Fund, Iconic, and MGX. The investment will fuel the frontier research, product development, and infrastructure expansions that have made Anthropic the market leader in enterprise AI and coding. Yeah, I mean, they're doing pretty well. Like they managed to churn me. And it's like, from what I'm reading on X and stuff, it's just like people on Codex aren't really doing as well. I don't want to shit on OpenAI. They got some good stuff going, good stuff cooking. In fact, it wasn't actually a part of today's slate, but I think they dropped a new model, OpenAI new model. It's like the special name. It's like Spark or something like that. It's like GPT-3. It's like Codex 3 Spark. If I remember that correctly. Yeah, GPT 5.3 Codex Spark, our ultra-fast model purpose-built for real-time coding. We're rolling it out as a research preview for ChatGPT Pro users in the Codex app, Codex CLI, and IDE extension. Yeah, so anyway, so they're kind of cooking on that. So yeah, anyways. Okay, XAI lays out interplanetary ambitions in public all hands. So this is kind of interesting. It's like a 45-minute sort of stream. The TLDR is that Elon is kind of announcing the sort of restructuring of XAI with these, and we kind of covered the other day how like some of the co-founders left. I think it's like half of the co-founding team left. It's whatever. And so basically, now that XAI is merged with SpaceX, Elon really wants to like go all in on like this moon base idea of his, and the idea being that you're able to launch satellites for much less energy just because the acceleration is or like the gravity, the acceleration of the gravity, right, is so much less on the moon than it is on the Earth, right? And so you're able to sort of like put things into Earth orbit from the moon with much less energy and therefore at a much lower cost. So that's kind of the idea behind it. And so he kind of went into that a little bit, kind of discussed the corporate restructuring. Some guys on the Finance Daily show, and those are some trusted economists that I listen to every morning, and they were kind of talking about how it's like these AI engineers are getting fired and laid off based off of the AI itself. Like the AI is so good at writing code that the AI engineers themselves are being laid off at like Anthropic and XAI. So that's what I heard on the Finance Daily show. And I wouldn't be surprised if we're there already. Yeah, it's actually so bad. There's such a dichotomy too. It's like there are some companies that are just like, they'll fire you because they're using AI. And then there are other companies that will fire you if you're using AI, but for like two different reasons. The first one is like, oh, the AI is so good, it just replaces you. And then the second one's like the Luddites, right? And the AI doomers. It's like, oh, you used AI, you're a bad boy. Okay, you're out. It's like, okay. All right. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of where we're at. And it's like, I was gonna maybe I should like request to speak on the show or whatever on the Finance Daily show. It's like 120,000 people listening every morning. Yeah, I was kind of considering. I decided against it today, but I was like, maybe I should have said something because, and I think I made like a comment about it. I think I'll actually pull it up right now because I think it's actually a really good point and kind of relevant to the larger AI conversation. So basically they were talking about how these AI engineers are being like kind of thrown out. And so I said the AI companies are hypersensitive to tech and AI advancements, whereas the broader market is slow and won't lay off as quickly. And that's really true in my opinion, because I mean, it's definitely a rat race between like Anthropic, OpenAI, who are the leaders, and then you kind of XAI kind of, catching up, but also kind of not quite in the top two. And then you have all the rest, right? Like, Venice AI, whatever. But yeah, it's like those guys are in that rat race. So they are going to be hypersensitive to any sort of like technological advancement. And then they'll be like, okay, 30% of the workforce are fired, all that, blah, blah, blah. Whereas it's like the broader market, I mean, a lot of these companies are still stuck in like the 1950s, right? And they're like server boxes. It's like cables everywhere or whatever. It's like those guys aren't going to be like, oh my God, ChatGPT 5.3 Codex Spark just came out, guys. Like, let's fire 50% of our engineers. It's like these guys aren't even using AI at all. It's like, what's AI, bro? It's like, oh my God. Bro, are you retarded? Like, please. So yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. So we talked about interplanetary ambitions, getting back to it. OpenAI disbands mission alignment team. So how about that? Like, imagine having like the head of good vibes, head of the department of good vibes. It's like, give me a break. What are you even doing? It would have been so funny if they got just completely fired, but they were given other roles in the company. You got to go for the memes, man. You got to go for the memes, Altman. You can't pussy out at the last minute and be like, oh, we're gonna fire you, but not really. It's like, so yeah, I mean, they gotta do what they gotta do, right? I am wondering though why, like, if they didn't outright fire them, like for real, then it's like, what's the point of getting rid of the mission team or whatever? OpenAI has disbanded a team that was designed to communicate the company missions to the public and to its own employees. It's like, okay, so I guess we don't need them anymore. It's probably not even that deep. I wonder why it's even a story at all, but it's like, it would have been much more reasonable if they had actually outright fired them. That way it's like, okay, well, we're kind of possibly going to have like $16 billion of loss in 2026. We better like actually like start cutting corners now or whatever, right? And everyone's like talking about OpenAI's loss. Like, there's that like, economist guest essay op-ed on the New York Times last month, and then that's talking about like, oh my God, 16 billion or whatever it is, loss in 2026, projected loss. And then I started seeing about a month ago on X, just like from like the Leading Report and then like Fast News Network, a couple of these channels, It's just like, oh, like accounts. It's like, oh, like, they're gonna have $16 billion loss in 2026. And I saw one just like yesterday. I'm like, dude, what even is going on? Like, why are so many people rooting for OpenAI to like die? Like, can we like calm down? Like, they're gonna implement ads and then everything's gonna be okay. Okay. Like, we analyzed how Netflix kind of turned it around. I think a few weeks ago, and they're kind of doing fine just now. In 2022, they were like, oh shit, what are we gonna do? And then now it's like, okay, their year-over-year growth is fine. Like, just relax. Instagram chief says social media is not clinically addictive in landmark trials. Water isn't wet, bro. The customer isn't ever right. Time doesn't exist. We're all stardust, bitch. But yeah, so this is the same KGM story, KGM plaintiff, who's been like suing all of these like companies. So I guess she settled with Snap and TikTok already. Not even, I guess it's like we covered that a few weeks ago, whatever. Yeah, I mean, the way I do it is it's so weird because it's like you can get really addicted to like reels and stuff, and it's not even the reels themselves, which inherently are actually pretty addictive. But it's like, it's also the fact that I want to see what other people. I want to see who's looking at my profile. I don't really care about really anything other than who's checking out my profile. So I'll be checking out my suggested friends kind of on the regular. You hit the follow button, and it's ranked based off of like the algorithm, which is mostly just like profile interactions, especially if you keep your own profile interactions, like you visiting other profiles, to a minimum, then it's pretty organic. It's like, oh, this person, is probably checking out my profile, this person, etc. Anyways, so I'm really into that sort of thing. So like between sets, I'll go like just at the gym, right? And I turn on my location, by the way, and I'll get to that in a second. But it's like, I essentially go to the gym in the morning and then make sure. So I mentioned I have my location on. So I'm like, hell yeah. So everyone can see I'm at the gym, right? And then between sets on the bench press, what I'll do is I'll just like scroll a bit. Then I'll go into like the friends liked reels tab, and I'll just go through that. I'm like, oh, it's like, I don't even look at the meme content or the real content. I'm just like swiping. I'm just trying to see like who, like speed swiping, like I'm checking out the little like profile pictures and stuff. And I'm like making a little mental like frequency map or whatever the fuck. It's like, oh wow, I saw this person 9 times, this person like 5 times, this person 2 times, probably not as much interaction, 1 time no interaction, whatever. And it's like, hell yeah, you kind of like make that mental model, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, that's honestly how I use it. And then what I do is when I leave the gym, I don't use it until like I do my little astrology video at night. But it's like, I don't use it at all until nighttime. And that way, throughout the day, everyone can see at the gym and see how big I am. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of like an ego boost for me. It's like, I'm better than you because I'm at the gym. It's just like, feel the burn. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Uber Eats launches AI assistant to help you with grocery cart creation. What if the Uber assistant was like based, the Uber Eats assistant? What if it was based? Like, what if it was like, oh my God, you're getting that? You're such a fat ass. Like, they're like, oh, you're right. I should just drop the fucking ice cream, bro. Like, maybe I should just get some celery and carrots. And then, no, but it's for sure gonna be like the opposite, like, sycophantic or whatever. It's gonna be like, oh my God, yeah, that's like your, 5th round of chips. Yeah, you're such a queen. Nice job. Yeah. Okay. I found out you can get like soda on EBT. It's like, what the actual hell? Like, I heard about this through a friend, right? But it's like, you can get soda through EBT. Like, how? Like, it's already like $2. It's like I don't even drink soda, but it's like government sponsored fat assery. You know what I'm saying? Patent for Apple's new earbuds will allow them to read your brain waves without consent. This is kind of wild. I was kind of thinking about this, and how I might introduce it, right? And I was kind of thinking about how I've been de-skilled through AI, because it's like, I don't like code as much anymore, just because it's like AI does all the coding. Like, why would I be retarded and just go in and be like, oh my God, I'm going to write these lines on my own? No, the Claude Code just does it for you. I'm not just going to like sit there and like do what Claude Code does. Claude Code is doing the coding, so I'm not going to be doing the coding. I'm sorry. It's just how it is. And it's like, even the CEO of Anthropic is like, yeah, like nobody codes anymore at Anthropic. It's just, we're all just like code reviewing. It's fine. It's like, okay. But anyways, so it's like, it's fair to say all the software engineers got de-skilled, right? Because no one's writing code anymore. So it's like, what if it's the same thing here, where it's like, you hit the club, because I'm pretty good at game, whatever, right? And it's like, you hit the club, and it's like, instead of like, hey girl, can I get you a drink? You're looking good, right? Whatever. No, none of that. It's like, I'm gonna show up in like nerd glasses, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna have like my iOS app that connects to like everybody's brain waves right through this patent with Apple's new earbuds that'll allow them to read brainwaves. And I'll just be like, boop, boop, boop. And I'll just be, head down, glasses on, be like walking around. All these girls are like flipping their hair. They're, batting their eyes. They're like, hey. And I'm like, oh, shut up, bitch. Get out of the way. and then, I'm just going for the red dot that's like blinking on my phone. And I'm like, all right. And then finally I'm going to get to like, the woman I'm looking for based off of the iOS. I'll be like, excuse me, ma'am. My app is saying that you'd like to get cracked tonight. Do you want to come with me? It's like, what the actual fight? She's like, oh, how'd you know? It's like, no reason. And it's like the earbuds or whatever. Anyways, so it's like, I don't want to lose my game, bro. Like, but it's like AI is going to be running game for me. And a step beyond that is going to be like the fucking Meta glasses. I'm just be like, so I have the Meta glasses now. It's like, so now it's like different scenarios, still at the club, talking to a random girl. And then it's like, excuse me, fine, madam, how are you doing today? Right? So it looks kind of gay with the hands, but it's like, I'm reading off of the Meta glasses, right? And she's like, oh my God, I love your shirt, your button down. And then I'm going to be like, thank you, madam. By the way, I was wondering if you wanted to get a vodka soda with me right now. Like, off the Meta glasses, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the new game. Okay. We're going to end with how to sleep with other people. Well, the first thing you got to do is, and that's going to be a clip. And we're going to end it right there, guys. So that was kind of a fun show. But I guess I will see you tomorrow. And looking forward to another good show. Alrighty, everybody. Have a good night. Peace.